Hello guys, in the previous video we asked two questions. What happens after digestion and how food converts into energy? Let's see what happens after digestion. Respiration. Respiration is the process of releasing energy from food molecules such as glucose. And this process takes place after digestion. After digestion, we get food molecules. These food molecules, most of it converts into a simple sugar is called glucose. And to release energy from this food molecule, that we have to provide oxygen, because this oxygen reacts with sugar to give us energy. And this is respiration. It's a process of releasing energy from food molecules such as glucose to get energy. And the waste products here, it's carbon dioxide and water, and we get rid of this carbon dioxide and water by exhaling. Respiration also refers to breathing. So if you heard respiration, that it means that you have to bring oxygen in your body to convert sugar into energy by make this reaction. There are different ways for breathing. For example, spiders, they breathe by using both lungs, and sponges, they use by filter water and get oxygen from water, and fish by gills, and chicken and mammals by lungs. Okay, we have different ways for respiration. Let's start by invertebrates. Invertebrates, they use diffusion for respiration, and diffusion, it's the movement of molecules from areas of higher concentration to areas of lower concentration. For example, here, the oxygen will enter the body of the flatworm. So the oxygen that inside the body of the flatworm will consumed by reacting with sugar, and it will convert into carbon dioxide. When the amount of carbon dioxide that increased inside the flatworm's body, the carbon dioxide will move out of the body to the lower concentration to the atmosphere, and the oxygen will back again to enter. And when the oxygen is consumed inside the body of the flatworm, the amount of carbon dioxide will increase, make this area with higher concentration, so the carbon dioxide will move out through the flatworms. The second type of respiration, that for mollusks and crustaceans. But first, let's see what are the mollusks and what are crustaceans. Here, this is crustaceans, guys, like crab, shrimp, and mollusks like snails, like octopus, and all of these animals. How these animals make respiration? They have gills, and these gills, it's a feathery structure that have rich supply of blood vessels to exchange the gas. This is the shape of gills for these organisms. It's like feathers, but it is not feathers, it's blood vessels that the gases are exchanged here in this blood vessel. Finally, about invertebrates, spiders and relatives like scorpions and all of this. So they have book lungs. The lungs of spiders and scorpions, it's like book, like pages in a book. So book lungs are thin plate-like structure that are stacked on top of one another like pages in a book, like this, the air flowing through sprinkles here and blood flow between folds here. Finally, for vertebrates in human, air enters through nose and mouth from here, and it passes into pharynx and then into larynx, this pharynx here, and this is larynx, and then it will move through trachea. It's like a pipe here to transfer air to the lungs, and you can see two branches. These two branches are called bronchi, and we have small branches inside the lungs called bronchioles. At the end of the bronchioles, guys, you can see small balls. This is called alveoli, and the gas is changed in the alveoli, and I will explain it in details in the next slide. And here that you can see diaphragm, we will know the function of diaphragm also. Okay, what about the alveoli and the exchange of the gases? Imagine this is your blood, this area for your blood. And this is area that the air, it comes from your nose and your mouth and reaches to the alveoli. This is oxygen, for example. It will move in this bath, and it will move in this bath. Then it will enter your blood to reach to each cell. In the other side, that the blood, we have carbon dioxide, that it's a waste product that carried by the blood. It will move also through the alveoli, enter the alveoli, and move the same way like the air that you have breathing. So alveoli, the gas exchange occurs in tiny air sacs called alveoli, and this is the shape of alveoli. Okay, finally, the diaphragm. It contracts and expands the lungs to control breathing. Try to take a breath that you will see the size of your chest. It will change. Why? Because the diaphragm, it helps in contracts and expands the lungs, and this is to control the amount of air in your lungs. Why do cells need oxygen? Try to answer this question.